Your favorite video game is probably trash. So I did a video trash talking Halo because I made it. Halo is literally just Call of Duty with aliens in it. I mean, all you just do in the game is just point and shoot, point and shoot, point and shoot, point, shoot. It's brain dead gameplay, but at least it's something like Red Dead Redemption. You can actually, have a better view of your surroundings because the game is in third person. Also, you can just take cover. Red Dead Redemption has way better shooting controls than any Halo or any FPS game in general. I mean, something like Doom. All right, so something like Doom Eternal, that game is also trash. Doom 2016, that game is trash too, because all you just do is point and shoot. There's no real strategy involved with these games. They don't have good storytelling. They don't have any good gameplay. You just point and shoot, and overall, the game is just not that good. Halo, Call of Duty, Doom Eternal, they're not good. Bioshock is another game that people like for some reason. They think that the game is deep, and I played Bioshock, and not only is the gameplay in Bioshock incredibly mid, but the story is nothing to brag home about either. I mean, there's no development. There's no developed characters in Bioshock. Everything is just found on gay audio logs, and that's the problem with Bioshock is that it breaks one of the rules in writing, which is to show, don't tell. And Bioshock, it does a lot of telling instead of actual showing. You got to find these useless, stupid audio logs or whatever about how this bad thing happened to a character. Now they suddenly went insane. That's every Bioshock game, and it's very stupid. It's very lame. It's very gay. One of the Bioshock games, Bioshock One, literally has this one doctor who survived the Holocaust. I'm like, I don't feel like hearing that kind of stuff in my video game. I already heard it enough in The Last of Us 2. But yeah, Bioshock, those games suck, and the whole "Would You Kindly" plot twist is just really gay and not that special. I don't even like what was it? What was even the guy who made that city? Like, what was his thing? Like, I don't know. Bioshock just sucks, and people think it's like super deep because wow, it's political, but not really, or something like that. Bioshock sucks. Half-Life, that's another game that sucks. Half-Life is garbage. I don't care if you like the game. Half-Life, like, okay, I'll be honest with you. I got Half-Life 2 on my PC. I got it on my Steam account, and it immediately lost me when you have to use keyboard and mouse controls. Like, what kind of outdated third world kind of nonsense is that? A video game should use controllers, not keyboard and mouse controls. Like, that's stupid. Like, no, thank you. Like, we live in a developed country. Keyboard and mouse controls, those are okay back when I was a kid using Newgrounds.com to play some Flash games. But no, nowadays keyboard and mouse controls completely unacceptable and disgusting. I don't know anyone who likes keyboard and mouse controls except for the foreign freaks and aliens who think that the game is who just like keyboard and mouse controls for some reason. Keyboard and mouse controls in video games are just awful, and that's why Half-Life 2 is unplayable. I don't like any of the Assassin's Creed games. They have very mid-tier stealth. Honestly, Metal Gear Solid 1 has better stealth than any Assassin's Creed game. Even Metal Gear Solid 2, 3, 4, and 5 have better stealth mechanics. Assassin's Creed is just gay, lame, and boring. Even before it went all RPG, the Assassin's Creed 4, people like to say that's one of the best pirate games ever. I played Assassin's Creed 4, the original, and it looks and plays like ass. Even this game I'm playing, Red Dead Redemption 1, has better graphics and visuals and better attention to detail compared to Ass Creed 1. Because the thing about Assassin's Creed 1 is that it doesn't really... the thing about Assassin's Creed Black Flag is that it came out in 2013 and it looks worse than Red Dead Redemption. People are saying that Ubisoft games nowadays are soulless and look bad, but no, that's been a thing for like years. The only Ubisoft game I like is probably Far Cry 3, 4, and 5. And I say probably because I haven't even beaten Far Cry 4 and 5 because they're basically just Far Cry 3 all over again. And Far Cry 3 story is, it sucks. Jason Brody, he sucks. And then Far Cry 3, you have stealth in it, but overall, all you do in that game is just point and shoot. No real strategy whatsoever. Go play some Final Fantasy Tactics. You ignore me if you disagree with me. Like, the reason why people like Ubisoft games or Half Life is because they haven't really played any better games like Final Fantasy Tactics. Hey, what else? What's another game that people like that's complete trash? Yeah, that sucks. There's a Gatling gun up here, and you can't really do anything with it. Oh, GTA 4, that game sucks. Like, it wants to have a deep, serious story, and it sucks at it because the story in GTA 4 is very basic and really nothing to brag home about. And also, the music is complete garbage. I beat GTA 4 this year, and so many of the game's missions are just go here, kill that, go here, kill that. Got very repetitive, and then there's nothing to spend money on in Liberty City. Like, there are so many moments in GTA 4 where Nico's like, how much does it pay? I need money. And I'm like, what do you need money for? There's nothing for you to buy in GTA 4 outside of shitty looking clothing and ammunition, which even then, enemies drop bullets so frequently. Like, you might as well just be like Resident Evil 4. Also, the story of GTA 4 is not that deep. GTA 4 doesn't have any memorable characters. But people like it anyway for some reason. I never really got... people say that GTA 4 has a good story, but they never really bother explaining why. They just say, oh, GTA 4 has one of the deepest stories in a Rockstar game. And I'm like, how? How exactly? Like, when I think of a game that has a deep story, something to my mind would be like Final Fantasy Tactics or Shadow of the Colossus, And Shadow of the Colossus, that's a game that makes you actively feel bad for actually killing those giant colossi. And then in GTA 4, we just get some lame anti-war speech. And that's the problem with GTA 4 is that it wants to be a serious story, but it doesn't really work because you can just easily go over and run over prostitutes and kill hookers. And that's a major issue with GTA 4. At least there's something like LA Noire. The game actually won't allow you to hurt innocent people, at least not on purpose. You can do a friendly fire on LA Noire, but that will result in a mission failure. So, man, I don't know why you clicked on this video. Like, there's really not. I'm just yapping. I'm literally just shitting on games that a lot of people like. A lot of games that aren't any good, mind you. What's another popular game that people like? I was gonna say Final Fantasy VIII, but even Final Fantasy fans don't like Final Fantasy VIII. Final Fantasy VIII doesn't really accomplish anything unique story-wise. Metal Gear Solid games also have a way better story than GTA 4.